Right, any long-term viewers may know that I've got a sort of centre bed in the garden, which is mainly sort of small palms, and we've got a lot of this black grass which has started to spread and fill out quite nicely. I did have log border around the edging. That lasted about 6 years, and as I've been trimming this year, that's just all rotted away. So that's gone as a top dress, and as mulch, that's rotted away. So we've got a new border edging on that, so we'll look at that in a minute. But we're also going to look at the extension of this bed. So originally that was just sort of a heart-shaped centre bed with a raised portion at the back here with the Jabea chilensis in it. So we've extended that, so it was just lawn at the back here, and we've extended that with and joined it to the old centre bed. So we've got one large centre bed here. I'll try and give you an idea of size. The edging I brought 4 foot lengths, or 1.2 meters. I brought 18 of them, so 20 odd meters circumference around, all around the border. Well, not quite 20 meters, probably about 18 meters, because I had a couple spare. So the edging is this stuff. I did sort of really want sort of more natural sort of rock or tumbled brick effect, but worked out quite expensive, and also getting curves and that it's not always good with sort of straight angled rocks and bricks and stuff. So we want something that looks a little bit more organic shape, so we went for this anyway. So this is the ease border. So there's the mention there, 4 foot in old money, 1.2 meters lengths. That comes with the pins, or stakes if you like. So it comes with 4 pins free, which holds it up, and the 4th one is like a double pin which connects each piece. So for example, here we can see this is where 2 join each other, and that's the complete pin, both sides, holds it all steady, and the others are just sort of half pins which stop at that point. So yeah, this I think in B&M at the moment it's about 15 quid a length, which is quite pricey, but my local home base is closing down to make room for a supermarket, so they were doing a good deal on these. They were 10 quid there, but they had 3 quid off, so 7 quid a length, so it worked out fairly economical. I say recycled tough wear material, it's not going to rot away, and looks alright as well. Like I say, it gives you nice curves. Yeah, so basically this is a new area from where the old bed used to sort of nip in at this point. I've extended it out here, and then right out where it was just lawn, all the way round, curving round, and then meeting the bridge that side. I haven't planted anything other than the Trachycarpus princeps palm, which I had to move anyway. There's no point potting it up and then plant it out next year, giving it lots of disturbance. So I just the one dug it up and put it there. So that is permanently planted. All the other plants you see are in pots, and this is not necessarily the way it's going to be laid out, but at the moment that's just where I've laid them out to spread them out. I am toying with the idea of a lot of coloured cordylines. For the evergreen structure, we're going to look at sort of strappy leaves, so phormiums, cordylines, and the yucca bright edge there, which is a very tough little yucca. Yeah, so we want lots of colour, year-round colour. So I didn't really want anything to be growing up too tall in the centre area, but these fancy coloured cordylines are not the quickest growing, so I think I might go with them. So we've got several types here. We've got Charlie Boy, We've got the Magic Star. We've got some Torbay Dazzlers. And we've got this one, which is quite a nice one. Cherry Sensation. Sort of a deep purpley pink one. And we've got some small dwarf Formiums. This is a Bronze Baby, which allegedly only gets to 2 to 3 foot, so it's not going to be a giant one. It's going to take over the centre of the garden, and that may well be. I've got 3 pots of that, so that'll go round the Butiagrus. Again, in the spring, there's no point with a lot of these little fancy cordylines. They are quite tender when they're small, and because they've been freshly bought, the chances are they've never seen a frost. So I'm not gonna plant them now. Obviously, I'll leave that till spring and give them a season to root in before we worry about winter on them next year. Yeah, so that's basically it. I say the new extension is roughly 4.5 meters. Narrowest point maybe 1.5 meters, widest nearly 2. Well, widest will be here, which is probably near 3, but yeah. So these will be roughly the evergreen plants in here, and there'll be a lot of I might get some dwarf canners and elephant ears for the summer display, and along with some sort of bed and flowering plants or whatever. So yeah, it should give us colour and structure all year round with the summer extra interest. So what have I done? Originally I said when I was going to do this, I was literally just going to lay cardboard down and hold it down with rocks and let the grass die off over winter. But I thought, well, we've got the opportunity, there's nothing going to be growing in here over winter period, so I dug out all the turf. So we're looking at about 2 to 3 inches of the turf cut out around this shape, which I can then use for another project in the hothouse, for the new raised borders in there. So I need a lot of soil to lift them up, so that's going to give me a nice loamy soil that'll give that all winter to break down in there. So yeah, we were a couple of inches down on the level in this centre bed. So I've just got a load of horse manure and chucked in. It is fresh, it's not rotted, but again, because we're not planting anything till spring, that's going to have a good 4 or 5 months to settle down a bit and let nature take its course and let the worms do their business and whatnot. And obviously in the spring I'll be digging it over and planting stuff in there as well, so hopefully that will would have settled down a bit by then, and should be safe to plant any plants in there at that point. Obviously you don't want to be planting in fresh horse poo, it could burn any roots or whatever, so we'll avoid that. Yeah, so hopefully that'll all settle down by that point. So yeah, I nipped to the local horse stables, and they're always giving away free horse poo, so I had a couple of car loads there. I think we got about 22 bags in the end. This took about 15 bags to fill this whole area, and then I've got another 5 bags spare, which I'm going to top up the borders in the hothouse. That's a different project, but which ties into this one again, because I put all the turf in there. So yeah, sometimes you have these crossover projects that relies on one thing to feed the next project, as it were. But yeah, so that's basically where we are with this. Still not quite sure about this Camerops cerifera yet. In case you didn't catch the video I done the other week on the half price plants, this was £30. It's just labelled up as Camerops, but it is a Camerops cerifera, the blue form. Quite a nice specimen as well, quite big, and that was £15. That's half price. So I'm toying with the idea of putting it here, or it may well go over here where this banana is at the moment, and I've got a bromeliad under there as well. so they're obviously going to come in for winter anyway. So that'll give me a spot for that Camerops, which again I won't plant out till spring now. Right, so that's basically what's going on. So again, nice new border edging. I think it looks okay. Again, it just gives me the natural flow of organic shape. There's no straight lines in the garden as such. I mean, other than, you know, structures, as in the hothouse, greenhouse, and at the bottom of the garden, obviously got a shed and summer house. But other than that, we're looking for a naturalistic, organic, curved lines. So none of the borders are straight edges. They're all wavy. Yeah, there's nothing against straight edges if you've got a more modern style garden and you like the clean look. Nothing wrong with that at all, but for me, it had to fit in, so I could have easily just got sleepers or something like that, but I wanted something with a bit of curvature to it. So that is how we're looking at the moment. Again, none of this is going to be planted up until spring. By then I may well have changed my mind and go with some different plant combinations, but at the moment this is pretty much the bare bones of it. But right, I think we will leave it there. Just be aware, I mean, as this video is being filmed, I believe it's the 9th of October. We've got some cool nights coming, possibly down to about 4 degrees where I am. So I mean, it may well be a bit further inland, might be cooler than that. So any tenders out, you may want to keep an eye on your local weather forecast for that. Right, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.